we can use something like that. And we lift up nice and gentle, grab him by the tail. The idea is not to put our hands ever in the jaws, even out of habit, whatever. Oh, he's heavy. That he's, you know, a little bit bigger, so maybe it'll fetch a little bit more. And I like that it's a little bit later. So, but he looks good. He doesn't look like he's all bit up and everything like that. So that means there's not an doesn't seem like there's no overpopulation in the area. Usually when they're bit up, it means they're fighting with other otters and other animals. All right, good day and welcome. Okay, it looks nice out there. It looks very, very nice out there. It's not very nice out there. Already been out once today, but at least the sun's out anyway. So, brought all my traps back home and stuff. I still gotta use this secret weapon, and I will use this secret weapon. And this secret weapon will be so secret, and I'll tell you all about it later on. Okay, okay, so what I gotta do now is, before I get out there, where's my trigger safety? Trigger safety! Where are you, trigger safety? Where the hell's my trigger safety? Did I bring it back? Oh, I lost that already. Oh, that sucks. Not a good start to the day. Where would I have set that? Definitely would have left it back there. Hopefully nobody stole that on me anyway. Okay, so before I head out, this is the reigning champion so far this year. Mind you, only got 2 traps out, but we're gonna get our safeties in the safe spot. Get our triggers. This trigger got bounced around a little bit. Okay, I could always just wait till I get its kind of tension off it. So anyway, here's a nice clear view of how to set the trap once again. If you're in a conibear, keep handing that against your leg in case it springs. Then it just springs away from you. Okay, grab it. If you're wondering what this ring is for, it's just like a locking ring. Sometimes it'll under enough pressure, sometimes it holds, sometimes it doesn't. It just, if it does spring, it kind of slows it, kind of jams it a bit sometimes. Well, maybe. Now that I'm trying to show you, it doesn't work, but get the safeties on there. Now, if I had the other safety, I would, I'll bring these anyway, because you never know if you're going to need them. Okay. So you can see my trigger took a little bit of a beating on that otter. I'm just gonna put him back where he belongs. I'll carry it like that. I won't set it until I get there, just for safety's sake, because especially without that should have been in here. That and a pair of pliers. Don't tell me somebody stole that on me. But anyway, I don't want to use up all my battery in here. Sorry about what happened with my otter yesterday. It got cold enough that I think the camera stopped working, and I wasn't able to finish the job of the skinning. So what I'm going to do with this is basically I'm going to go set it in. I think the days of me carrying the GoPro the whole way back on my head is done, because like it's minus 412, minus 14 right now. So usually once you get below minus 10, electronic equipment usually starts to say, hey, screw this, buddy, I'm out of here. And it doesn't work, and then you gotta whatever. So what I'll do is I'll just film it in small stages, so maybe you might not get the overhead cam quite as easy, and I'll just, you know, because I want to get the footage for you. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. But I'm gonna get that trap back up and running. And yeah, there we go. And then I gotta finish fleshing my otter. Got to trace out another trapping board because I'm running low on otter boards. So I'm gonna do that, and then yeah, hopefully get him all done tonight. Here, I got the safety set. Okay, safety's set. Now, while you're carrying them, just be careful with it. The trigger is the dog isn't set here, and here's my trigger, and I had to bend it again because when I set it, watch you don't bend your triggers while you set them. This is how the safety looks on these. Don't rely on safeties ever. Don't rely on safeties ever. Something I was talking about in a previous video when I was out on the dam that I could show you now before I get going. Again, I don't want to use up all my battery. But when you set off the safeties, okay, make sure they're like here. If you want to move, because you can't really move them down a lot of times, but make sure that they're out of the way of the jaws. So when it springs, it doesn't under the quick springing. It will sometimes, like if you just go like that. Sometimes when it springs, it'll catch, and it'll actually catch the spring. It will happen that fast. Okay, something was brave last night. Run across there. I can't quite tell what it is though. I don't think it's a deer track, but it might be. Well, you can see it went all the way over there, and it looked like there was like some splish and a splash, and I don't know if it's beavers or whatever running under the ice, or not running, but swimming under the ice. I heard one crashing over there, and I heard something under here, so it could be an otter, could be a beaver, could be whatever. So I'm going to check this trap here. I can check that trap over there, but you can see over there it's still open, so... Oh, there he goes again. Hear that ice cracking and crashing and banging. Alright, some chickadees yelling at me. Okay, so now for the death-defying act of offsetting the triggers or the safeties. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a beaver in them. It's not like they're gonna go too many other spots. There's that safety. I gotta see that. Make sure that's not sitting on the. Good. No, that's right where I want it. And then get those safeties as far out as you can, because if you don't, what happens is they can catch the jaws and or catch the either the jaws or the actual springs. So that's set, ready to go. Got my beaver stick right there. There's no way for him to come in there. Got a nice spot there for him to go through, and got nothing impeding the springs or whatever. So there's only one way he can go here. So and we got a nice fresh beaver stick here to fight dirty. I'm a good 2.5 inches below the ice, so I'm not worried about that. Now the final thing, the thing you always do last is tie in, because if this thing sets off on you, you got to walk home with a trap on your hand. If it's tied in, that's where you're going to die. You just kind of chop it out nice and easy, like so. Okay. Like, what was that? Survey says I can't see nothing. Survey says my trap is still set. I'll clear this up a little bit more. Sometimes if it stays open long enough, gotta make sure my... Oh yeah, okay, I'm good. Alright, warning graphic. I got an otter pelt in my hand. So, probably, I don't know if you had enough time to click away if you're going to click away. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my otter pelt a little bit. So trying to find the cleanest snow around here to just kind of wipe them on. Dad and I are going to be tackling the wood pile tomorrow. Look like that. Look like that. The idea is just to kind of, not make them soaked, but keep them a little bit damp. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to turn them inside out. And he's still a little bit on the cold side. Oh, that's still, oh, look at that. He might still be frozen. Alright, it's getting a little bit late in the day. I got yesterday's otter, got my gloves, got my sharpening stone, Grandpappy sharpening stone, got my beaver skinning knife, just in case I need it, and I've got my fleshing knife. And we're going to come and say hello to Mr. Otter. I got a second otter. This one's doing okay. It's drying slowly. It's a little bit frozen. So, and see, there's like little meatlets still left over from the last one. You never seem to be able to get them all off there. But I was going to give it a quick, you know, and the idea is it gets it a little bit wet and stuff like that too. And just going to go around it to make sure that there's nothing hard on it. Like, is any little bumps on your fleshing station will result in a cut. And it doesn't take much. It just has to be a little rough spot or a little divot or whatever. That's why you don't use a branch. You need a smooth area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them set up, and then I'll start fleshing them again. All right, so I'm just in the house here. I'm letting them warm up a bit. And yeah, he's still kind of a little bit frozen, but won't take him long to kind of, I don't want him dripping or anything like that. So the hard part's right down here where it's really meaty. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Of course, right where the big hole is. Right here is kind of a bit of a frozen spot of it. You can call it many things. Call it grooves, call it meat, let's call it whatever you want. Let's go with that. There, now that's gonna. There's that one little chunk right there I want to get. Alright. Looks like about 7 o'clock at night, but it's actually only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And boy, that sun fades fast. I'm just a little late in the day, but I had a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm heading out onto the trap line there now. Still got to finish up my otter. I got to get out the sewing needle of shame, because I actually put a hole in my otter, 2 holes to be precise. But I'm going to finish fleshing him tonight, hopefully get that all done. And when I get that all done, I got to make another otter board, or maybe a couple of them. Particularly for the mid-size otters. Usually you always catch the mid-size ones. I'll be happy if I can catch 4 animals a week. That would be ideal. My goal is to get about $100 worth of animals a week. So by the time I get paid, I don't trust you. See, that's still staying kind of open. Survey Seth. What? You're kidding me. How could there be nothing in there? That's not fair. Damn you, beavers. Damn you. Damn you on the dam. Well, we'll open up for them. Oh. Operation relocation. Big chunks of ice out here, but this is still flowing good though. Right? Just open it up for that. You never know, sometimes just wait when you leave, just after you leave. I opened that up pretty good. Get all these ice particles away from the trap. Alright, so unfortunately no beavers. And I didn't bring any traps back. Oh, we've got some cattails here. You need to make a fire. There you go. This is the stuff you use right here. That's your kindling. Carry a piece of that with you. Let it dry out in your pocket. Little stuff like this burns good too. If you were stuck in the bush, you could do it. Then you got all the kindling you ever need right there. As long as you have a pippin foot to get it. Alright, so the light is fading fast, as it normally is. Very warm in here. Very, very freaking warm in here. So hopefully this guy's all thawed out. And I got everything out there ready to go. So, well, ish. It doesn't feel frozen. If it's frozen, I'll have to leave it in a little more. And, yeah. Ooh, green. Oh, green light. Nice. There we go. You want to go outside for a little bit? You roasting? Your dad turned up the temperature a little too high, eh? Okay, there we go. There we go. I got mild, so that's good. Poor baby. Dad said she wasn't doing too good last night, so hopefully she's okay. My dog's getting old. So anyway, yeah, it's like about 3 o'clock. The darn stupid beavers outsmarted me today. I thought for sure I'd have a beaver. I've yet to catch one. Caught 2 otters, but no beavers. So I'm going to set this right here. Gonna go get the pail of gunk. And once I get that beaver fleshed, I can go get the needle of shame, because I gotta sew him up. I probably won't get that done tonight, but as long as I get him completely fleshed, tomorrow I could sew up and stretch him. That'll be kind of like priority number 1 tomorrow. Then I can start moving on to some of the land traps that I'm gonna set up. Hopefully get quite a few. Okay, time to hold my nose and warning graphic, because there's going to be carcasses in here. There's some otter carcasses, otter gunk, that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start paling that stuff. Or not paling it, but bagging it so I can take it back there in little chunks. When you get a big pail like that that freezes too much, what you could do is just put it in something that's not going to leak at all. Put it in your house, let it thaw out a bit. Not so much that it smells, but just enough so that you can take it apart and take it back out to the trap line.